Hello guys, welcome with us to our English course. I am your English teacher and I hope you like my lessons and I will try to be as supportive as possible. So please guys, and first of all, if you're watching this video now, don't forget to subscribe and like our videos in our page just for you to be always informed about our lessons and our episodes. I am going to upload a lot of videos that will help you throughout the way, and don't be worried, I will be very easygoing. I will go step by step with you and I will try to explain everything that I say. I will use the Arabic language, of course, especially when explaining big things to you, but I clearly want to use the English language more than the Arabic one, because I have to refresh your memory and I have to make you think in English. So now let's go to the major point, which is talking about our program, how it is going to be. So our program is mainly to students from the first grade to baccalaureate. Donc في السيستم تاع تونس normalement من السيتيام للباك. Our system will include the grammar, the reading, conjugation, writing, and listening. But what I see as the most important part in English is the pronunciation. It is clearly that most of the teachers or the professors didn't give a lot of attention to pronunciation and to the English language, but I am going to be very attentive with this part of English, and I am going to give you some tips that will help you to speak fluently and correctly. I know that a lot of you want to speak English fluently, and know that you are looking for the communication part. So the communication part is always related to grammar, vocabulary, and the situations that you have to describe. So in order to make you reach that level, I will focus on the pronunciation part with mixing some vocabulary with grammar, with conjugation. But our program will be very organized and it will be helpful for you, for students from different levels. So you will see that my videos will include the level of each study. So if I am going to teach for the first grade course, I'm going to write this above the video, so please be attentive and to try to focus on the videos there I'm going to share with you, and you will find everything in details. If you ever have some questions or if you ever didn't understand something, please don't be embarrassed to ask. We have the page, our page in Facebook, as well as this YouTube channel, so you can upload your questions and I'll be glad to answer that. So now what we are going to begin with is an introduction into the English course. So as I said earlier, I'm going to give you some English tips that will be very helpful for you to speak correctly in English. As I said, I know that some teachers and some professors didn't put a lot of attention into or onto the part of pronunciation, knowing that it is very important in English and one could not ignore it. So I'm going to help you in this, and I'm going to assist you during our lessons and during our YouTube episodes, and I will explain everything to you, as well as I'm going to support you with some documents in our Facebook page that will be very beneficial. There will be some exercises, will be accompanied by their correction. There will be a resume to every lesson. There will be a very detailed information to you, and as well as guidance. If you ever, as I said, have some questions, you can ask and I will be proud to answer you. Don't worry, I know that I speak a lot of English, but this is just to refresh your memory. I'm going to use the Arabic language to explain the big things to you. So I am going to be easygoing. We will go step by step together. So in this course, I am going to help you to discover the major English tricks, which I believe they are the basics of the English language. As we all know, the English language has 26 alphabet letters. Please guys, try to focus on the way I speak, just for you to have this ability to speak correctly in English. Each word or each letter I said is very important for you, because through which you will learn how to pronounce it. Okay, so let's go back to our lesson. So as I said, in the English we have 26 alphabet letters. These 26 alphabet letters are actually divided into two types. We have the consonants and the vowels. So guys, please try to focus. We have 26 alphabet letters. They are divided, so there are two types of alphabet letters. There is the consonant and the vowel. So the consonants are usually the letters that need to be stressed. What I mean by the word stressed here is like pushed. It is the letter that needs to come out from the mouth, with moving your lips up and down, or with moving your teeth, or with moving your tongue. So they make a sound when they go out from these parts, like the lips, the nose, or the teeth and the tongue. So we have the B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, the T, V, W, X, Y, and finally the Z. These are the 20 consonants in the alphabet letters. Now we're going to talk about the vowels. The vowels are usually the letters that go out from the throat. They are the letters that come out from the throat. So these letters are actually responsible for the whole sound of a specific word. So guys, in a word, it is necessary that we have a vowel, at least one vowel. So this vowel is responsible for the sound or for the voice that this word makes. Okay, the same vowels exist in French. We have them in English: the A, the E, I, O, the U, and the Y. So guys, if you could notice, the letter Y, it exists within the consonants as it exists within the vowels. In here we can reach up into the conclusion that Y can play the role of both a consonant and a vowel. One of you could ask me when and why. So when does Y play the role of a consonant or a vowel, and why it plays the role of a consonant and a vowel? The letter Y is the special alphabet letter among the other letters. So it plays the role of a consonant when it comes up at the beginning of a word. So Y plays the role of a consonant when it comes at the beginning of a word. So when we find Y, the letter Y, at the beginning of a word, it is automatically a consonant. I gave you 4 examples. We have the word yellow, you, young, and year. So these words, as you can notice, begin with the letter Y. Y here in these words make a sound. So we need to stress the letter Y in order to come out with a full word. So this is when Y plays the role of a consonant. If we pronounce these words, we will notice that the Y is a stressed letter. It makes a sound at the beginning of a word, so automatically Y becomes a consonant. So, for example, guys, if I gave you an exercise and I gave you the word yellow or the word youth, and I said, please, guys, why does the letter Y here plays the role of a consonant? So the argument that you're going to put, you say this one. If we pronounce the word yellow, for example, or I give you youth, we will notice that the Y is a stressed letter. It makes a sound at the beginning of a word, so automatically or directly Y becomes a consonant. Okay. The Y letter plays the role of a vowel when it is at the middle or the end of a word. So guys, please focus here with me. So I tell you that the letter Y can play the role of a vowel when it comes at the middle or at the end of a word. And I gave you 3 examples. The first example is psychology, the second one is pretty, and the third one is lovely. So we have psychology. Remember, guys, the P is never to be pronounced. It's not like French, we say psychologie. En anglais, on dit psychology. So, pretty, focus how I say pretty. And then we have lovely. It's not lovely, it's lovely. Okay? So in psychology, we have 2 Y's. So this is the first Y, and this is the second one. The first Y here, listen to the sound of it. Sigh, I. So it plays the role of an I. You remember the when we said that the letter I is a vowel? So here the Y takes the sound of the letter I, so it is automatically a vowel. Let's go now to the second letter, which is Y, that makes a sound of an E. We say psychology, so it is an E. And remember that E is is a vowel among the other vowels that we have already seen at the first lesson. Okay? So then we are going to the word pretty and lovely. In pretty and lovely, we remark that the Y makes the sound of an E. So E is a vowel. So Y here plays the role of a vowel too. Okay? I gave you here a brief summary for you to understand it clearly. So if you focus in these words attentively, we will notice that the sound made by the letter Y is the same sound made by the vowels I and E. That's why the letter Y here plays the role of a vowel. And here I gave you a general conclusion just for you to understand it briefly. So generally, the rule says when Y begins a word, it is directly a consonant, and when it is at the middle of a word or at the end of the word, it is a vowel. So here, guys, Y is at the middle of the word, and Y here it is at the end of a word. Okay? So let's go to what is next. So most of us, when in college, teachers who taught us were lacking the American accent. Of course, as we know, guys, native English is a little bit hard for Tunisian to talk with. So usually the English teachers who taught us lacked these accent, this specific American accent. So there were some mistakes in pronunciation that I will try to correct them hardly. So let's begin with these models. Okay, guys, we have these three specific models: should, would, and could. Unfortunately, in school, I remember that our teachers used to pronounce them like should, would, and could. So they used to pronounce the letter L, which is definitely wrong. So guys, what I want you to focus on is that the letter L is never to be pronounced in these three models. So we say should, it's not should, it's should. We say would, and then we say could. So please guys, keep repeating these words hardly, just for you to remember it even when you talk with it later on. And then we have these specific words, these specific two words, the talk and walk. So talk, walk. We say talk, not talk. We don't say talk. We don't say talk or talk. We say talk. And then we say walk. It's walk, not walk or whatever. It's just talk and walk. So we have should, would, could, talk, and walk. From here, guys, I want to tell you a very important remark. Okay, there are three major letters in English which are very tricky to be pronounced. We have the letter T, the letter C, and the letter P. These three letters, when they begin a word, when they are at the beginning of a word, they are pronounced with a hidden H after them. I will give you an example. So like the word talk here. So listen carefully, guys. Talk, talk, tower, tongue, tall. So if you can notice, after the T there is always an H, a ha, the sound of a ha. It is hidden, it is not spelled. What I mean by spelled is written. It is not written, but it is pronounced. Let's go now to the second letter, which is the C. Of course, the C, when it begins the word, it takes the sound, or it takes the voice of ka. So C makes the sound of a ka. Okay, let's give you some examples. We have the words car, care, call. Okay guys, if you can notice that after the C there is a hidden H. It is not spelled, it is not written, it is either pronounced. We only pronounce it, but hardly pronounced. It is not very clear. We do not say car, car, but car. It is very lenient. So you see guys, donc عندنا الحروف T, C, A, P. كيف ننطقوهم، كيف يبداو أول الكلمة. ديما فما حاش مخبية، ما هيش مكتوبة مع الكلمات، ما مخبيين معاهم. ما ننطقوهاش بالكدا جست دفيانة، وتبدأ lenient على الآخر. lenient معناها soft. It is a soft letter. So we say talk, car, and then we are going to move to the letter P. P, I'm gonna give you some examples. We have panda, ponder, pancake, pillow. So it's just like the letter T and C. There is a hidden H after the P. It is softly pronounced, but it is never written. Okay. Now I am going to take you into another remark, and I'm going to teach you the difference between of and off. So the first of is pronounced as of. So guys, here I wrote to you the of for you to know how it is pronounced. Example, the book of my sister. So the book of my sister here, you see how it is pronounced? We say of, not off. Please guys, try to listen carefully to the way I speak. The book of my sister, and I'm not saying the book of my sister. So of here, the first of, it is related to property, something that belongs to someone. Okay? The second of is pronounced off with a stress on the letter F. Example, switch the lights off. Off, we always find it in some games in our mobile phones. For example, we have to put the sound off in a game. It means that we have to close something. And I put you between parentheses, it is the contrast of switch the lights on. So put the lights on or put them off. Okay? So guys, I am going to give you a remark, and remember, the remarks I'm giving you now, the tips I'm giving you now are all about the pronunciation. I am trying to explain it very hardly and very carefully, just for you to understand me. I'm not talking that fast, and I'm not talking that hard, just for you to try to understand the big idea of it. So my last remark is about the verbs, the nouns, and the adjectives that end with the ing. So guys, in English we have some words that end with ing. These words are actually pronounced in and not ing or ing. At the end of these words, we only pronounce the N. So the G letter is not pronounced. For example, I'm going to give you the example. Let's take the noun dance. So dance, معناها يشرح. We are going to put it on the, we are going to add the ing form. So we're going to say dancing. It's dancing, it's not dancing. Okay? So if you want to learn the native English language, you have to focus on these details, guys, just for you to speak correctly and fluently. So we say dancing, sitting, flowering, going, viewing, hearing. Every word that ends with the ing, we do not pronounce the G. It's either in and not ing. I hope you understand all what I have been saying, guys. So please, if there is anything missing or if there is anything which is misunderstood by you, please leave your comments below this video or send me messages via our Facebook page. Don't hesitate to ask me whatever you want, and I will guide you during our trip and during our lessons in English. So these are the first steps towards English until I create another the detailed documents to travel with you into the English language. So thank you so much, and see you soon, guys. I hope you like this video, and I hope that you listen to it attentively and carefully. Thank you so much, and see you in another video.